ghostwriter. I mean, even the title gives you tingles. So tell us about it and what inspired you to write it.
Well, I co-wrote it with that guy over there. You probably can hear him on the microphone. It's what inspired us. Well, I think a lot of other great horror films inspired us. I think actually, thematically, what really inspired me was that it's a kind of a mirror of our own journeys as filmmakers, as writers ourselves, and what you prepare to sacrifice, in order to get what you really want. And there are repercussions, potentially for that. And so I think as a theme, I think that's what drew me to it.
And the premise of the story is a son finds his father's manuscript and decides to kind of plagiarise it. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. So a struggling writer has been told by his agent he's in last chance saloon, he needs a hit novel, save his career, goes back to his old family home where his father had died under mysterious circumstances, and his father was a very successful writer. So he goes back to this place, and he's reminded of the living in the shadow of his father, really, and so he's quite disturbed by being back there. He can't summon the muse, get this thing right. He hits the bottle, gets drunk one night, comes across this or discovers this unfinished manuscript, decides he's going to plagiarise it because it's better than anything he can write. As soon as he does that, the characters from the book come to life to haunt him. And it transpires that the book that his father was writing was like a semi-confessional that implicated him in the middle of a murder.
Oh my God, how brilliant! And of course we're here at a horror festival. It's a horror film. So what is it about horror that allows us probably to explore those extremities, maybe in human nature that maybe other genres just don't allow us to delve that deeply into?
That's a good question. Well, I think with horror you can be extremely bold, much bolder than you can probably in any other genre, and it's definitely a director's medium as well. I mean, you need a well-written script. Don't get me wrong, but you've got so many. There's such a wide palette that you've got to play with it as a director. It's fantastic. But I think again, it's about taking people to extremes, really, and as we say in storytelling. Making the internal external, what the craziness that's going in, you bring out.
And we're at an independent film festival, so have you any advice about, funding an independent film is not an easy task, and have you got any advice for future filmmakers?
Well, I think for filmmakers much younger than myself, I would say go and shoot, get the kit, even if you shoot piecemeal, bit by bit over weekends, do it that way. Make your first films that way, rather than raising money. My first film, I did raise some money, and in hindsight, it was probably a very expensive film school, so I wouldn't advise doing that. So you've got to make stuff. Just keep making it. Just keep making stuff, and if it's good, and you'll get better, and the more and more you make, and someone will come to you, hopefully, and write and come up with a good script. That's what it's about, really.
The story is at the root of it.
Yeah, it really is, and I think there's a lot of films here that are really good. There's other films here, maybe mine included, that perhaps need more work on the script. And they all start off really well, and you go, right, we're off for a ride here, and then you can see some run out of ideas. And I think so spend a lot of time on the script when you're ready to shoot a feature. Make lots and lots of short stuff first.